Television programming is a billion-dollar business, but many of us don't know enough about the industry to make an educated investment. So today, we're breaking down the money-making side of television. When you invest in the TEN10 television fund, you're actually investing into a slate of multiple television projects. These are being developed for primetime television and major networks such as HBO, ABC, Fox, the Travel Channel, NBC, the Food Network, and many others. Imagine a mutual fund that consists of a variety of television properties, which we call a slate. A major factor driving Wall Street and private equity and slate financial agreements like the TEN10 television fund is the proven value of owning a library. The revenue base for television show content is expanding with new technologies. Interactive technologies, digital downloading, new formats for PDAs and handheld devices, video games, social networking applications, they all require content, past, present, or future. Content has never been more valuable, and we are a content provider.
We're raising $1.5 million, 60 units, $25,000 each. We're allocating those funds into at least 10, probably closer to 15 different television show properties that we'll develop to put them in a place where they're ready to be pitched to a network. Our average cash outlay will be between $75,000 and $125,000 per show. We take those funds in each individual show and we shoot either a 10-minute sizzle or we'll shoot the entire first pilot presentation of that show. Once we have the 10-minute sizzle reel or the pilot presentation, we'll take this pilot presentation and bring that concept to life and present that to the network for them to have the option to acquire that IP.
If one or more of these television show properties runs for 3 to 5 seasons, the ROI, or total multiple on your investment, could be substantially greater. Here's what the numbers look like for one show. Season 1, total revenue of $360,000. Season 2, total revenue of $774,000. Season 3, over $1.2 million. If our show is able to last up to 10 seasons, which means it's in syndication, you're looking at total revenues that far exceed over $7 million. Remember, the television fund investors will own up to 15% of each show in perpetuity. Where do these profits come from? Premium channels like HBO and Showtime derive profits from subscriptions as well as the sale of DVDs. This is especially lucrative operation for HBO considering they have 127 million subscribers worldwide. HBO generates roughly $5 billion per year. You'll notice several places where we offer our investors access to our TEN10 Television Fund Investor Portal. You can click this link for instant access to our PPM. There's no download required. It's a fact that not one hit TV show was ever offered to retail investors such as yourself. We're here to change that. The TV industry isn't typically open to retail investors, so we've created a rare paradigm where we can now put independent money to work, get these TV shows on the air, and share the wealth with our investors. TEN10 will collaborate with some of the biggest names in Hollywood production and talent, facilitating our ability to produce, sell, and entertain the masses while, of course, capitalizing on the commercial success of the productions.
This really is an unprecedented opportunity for accredited investors because it's a model that has been proven in the industry. Our partner Sam Sokolow has sold 15 or more shows to major networks in the last few years. How many of you ever heard of the show It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia with Danny DeVito? The producers behind that show raised $250,000 from their investors to shoot a pilot presentation of that show. They took it to FX, FX bought it, and now the show is a $100 million asset. Same model used in the show Master Chef. Many of you know Master Chef from Fox Network. The producers behind that show raised $100,000 to shoot a pilot presentation of the show Master Chef, took that to Fox, Fox bought the show. Now in its 6th season, that show is a $250 million asset.
Now, have you ever been presented with a similar opportunity before this? No. And the reason why is because Hollywood is making a killing, and the television industry is controlled by a few key players. We're fortunate enough to have established partnerships over the years with many of these same key players, which provides an exit strategy, getting these projects into the hands of the decision makers. In addition to the primetime and network partnerships, another ancillary benefit to our model is Netflix. Netflix is now available in 243 countries around the world. Netflix is just one of many distribution outlets that will drive a continuous flow of revenue and enhance the returns shown to our investors.
To my knowledge, we're the only firm in Hollywood that actually utilizes open book accounting. What that means is you really actually have access to the books, and to all revenue that flows from any of our television show properties will flow directly from the network back to a segregated account that we have at Bank of America that is managed by a third-party CPA. That third-party CPA will actually handle all the allocations made to all of you investors. They'll report quarterly for the first 4 years and semi-annually for every year after that. Any investment made into the TEN10 television fund can be written off 100% this year. It flows through what's called Section 181. It's an IRS code. And basically with Section 181, it means that any budget that's less than $15 million, where 75% of the production takes place within the United States, that investment can be written off 100% the year the investment is made.
Now, when you become a member of the TEN10 Television Fund, you're invited to become part of the process. These benefits include real-time investor updates for each project with access to story development, scripts, budgets, talents, table reads, shooting techniques, film locations, production, post-production updates, featured background for family, visits to film and television sets. You get to meet the stars, the cast, the crew, VIP invites to any of our red carpet events, worldwide premieres, etc. We hope this helps you understand the full potential of this opportunity. If just one of our television programs airs for multiple seasons, the returns could be substantial. After a show completes its run on a primary network, that show can then be sold again and again through Netflix and digital distributors, both foreign and domestic. So thank you in advance for your consideration in joining us in this venture as we embark in a new era of television finance.